Twinkly Baby here. So, sort of different setup, but I'm in the same office space. I just wanted to move because I felt like the other side is a little bit more like crowded. So, different video today, and yes, I'm wearing like minimal makeup, so different video like I was saying. So this month is AAPI month, AAPHNI month. Well, anyways, it stands for Asian American Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander month. Woo! Shout out to us, even though we're not all completely similar, but it's cool to share with people. Anyway, so I thought I would highlight some fragrance brands that I've been like keeping my eye on because I haven't done a fragrance video in a while, although oddly enough, that's like some of my highest viewed videos are my fragrance videos. I just wanted to talk to you guys about a few that I've been looking at. So everything I have is, most of it is on my quote-unquote to sniff list because I've been smelling all of them and a lot of them are only online. But I thought I'd share some interesting ones with you guys and also share a lot of like, you know, nice scents for the new season. Like, I know I'm wearing a hoodie and I'm inside, but it's summer soon, so around summertime I tend to lean towards more like clean and like fruity type fragrances just because it's a little bit more for the season, I guess. A lot of it is information I got off this article that I'll link down below from the Zoe report, but super cool. And you know, if any of these brands wanna give me a little something something, I'm kidding, you don't have to. But I love to reach out and like talk about fragrances because I do like to talk about fragrances. So leave any recommendations below if you like. If you have any Pasifika owned, like some more Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander owned businesses, that'd be great, just because I found some but not as many as I'd like to find. Unfortunately, Instagram is a great place to find some, but I mostly found like clothing brands, which are also nice, but I'm not really that into clothing, as you can tell by my choice of fashions, which is not that many. But anyways, so let me just get started on my list. So my to sniff list starts off with Da Nam. I really want to try their Vietnamese coffee fragrance. Also like just their Vietnam exploration pack type thing, because it seems so nice. Like there's other ones in there. I can tell you guys the other fragrances that they have. So in the Enchanting Vietnam exploring pack, like mini pack, so they explain they have white rice, a subtly sweet aroma harmonizing gentle softness with the rice grain's nuttiness. Embrace the heart of Vietnamese culture where humble beginnings flourish into enduring strength. Then they also have monsoon tea, which is a tranquil moment of savoring Vietnamese green tea after a rainstorm. So it's light, bright, refreshing. They have In the Garden, which is inspired by lime trees, jasmine, and flora. Harvest Season, which is golden straw, drying straw. I'm not actually 100% sure of all the notes, but I'll put some photos or like a screen recording up on the screen here so you can see. There's also Phu Quoc, which I hope I'm pronouncing correctly, sorry. It's a marine scent that also has green peppercorn and native woods. There's Dalat, yes, I think as well. It's a rose scent. And then they have Pho Breakfast, which is literally like a pho bowl. A pho bowl. I love pho, so I think that's a really interesting scent to have. They have like the spice blend, the herbs. I love to get this for myself and just like sniff that. I love pho, so honestly I don't think I mind smelling like it. They also have Through the Forest, which is food, spices, sandalwood, elemi, and black pepper. And then Vietnamese Coffee, which is the one I really want to smell, which has roasted coffee, condensed milk, dark chocolate, tonka bean, and amber. But like I said, I'm gonna try to show you guys the collection because they also have a Japan collection that's really cool as well. That one's very popular, but I do want to see the Vietnam collection, especially the Vietnamese coffee scent. And then Mochiglow, which is another brand that I follow them on TikTok, I think, and Instagram. Mochiglow has a lot of really cool like Asian bakery scents. They have like taro ice cream. They have a white rabbit scent. The only one I've smelled in person and actually really want to purchase is their lychee jelly perfume. So their lychee jelly notes really smells exactly like this one gel I'll put here. Like I used to eat that all the time, and it does last a while and it smells really nice. It's just like so photorealistic. That's like the most realistic lychee jelly perfume I've ever smelled, and also like the only one. I'd love to wear it and like have it. You can get it at Urban Outfitters too, I think. Well, probably one of these days I might just purchase like a bunch of their sample packs too. Like I know they have a gourmand sample pack, which I'd love to smell. So one of these days I'll probably end up getting like maybe their travel size one or like their mini of their lychee jelly. But that one is a really good one, and their website's super cute. I believe they also sell wax melts and candles, so if you're interested, Mochiglow. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description, of course. Moving on, I went to the mall the other day and I went to smell the Ellis Brooklyn new scents for summer, which were guava granita and Miami nectar, and they smelled so good. I was like, no, but yes, like I don't know. To be honest, to be really honest, they did smell really lovely. I'm a sucker for a guava note for whatever reason. I just really love the smell of guava in a fragrance. It's just like that sweet, like I don't know how to describe, just that sweet guava like flesh smell. It smells so good to me, and just reminds me of summer and like happiness, you know. That one is really nice, and I wasn't really expecting to like that one too much because it had banana in it too, and usually I'm not really like a banana person. Like even eating bananas, I'm kind of like, you know, but I really like that one. Miami nectar was a little bit more, they both smelled like similar, like they both have a tropical vibe, and it's very nice. So I honestly would say if you only want one, I wouldn't bother to get the other, but I did really like them both, and they were nice like fruity scents for summer, so I really like those. But Ellis Brooklyn has a lot of like nice scents too. They have like a lot of different scents. I believe they have an apple scent too, which I haven't smelled yet, surprisingly, but I do like apple notes in my fragrances as well, just because it gives you like that nice crisp like fresh smell while still being like fruity and sweet. So I do like an apple note. So this is one of the ones that I found on TikTok again. D.grayi, I wanted to try their like AANHPI brand like pack set of fragrances that they have, all these little like sort of smaller ones for $140. But to be honest, it is like a pretty good deal because it's a lot of like sample pack fragrances. I'll show you here. But I did want to smell their pandan one specifically because pandan is like, to me it's like similar to like a coconutty nutty vibe, like sort of smell and taste. So I do like that kind of smell, like something warm, something nutty. I appreciate that. So that's one that I would really love to smell. They have a ton of other really cool fragrances. I think they have like Carb Cat is like a cool gourmand, and they have a ton of other stuff. Like you should really check them out. I'll put like a screenshot of their website here. And then I found like the next few on that one article I was talking about. There's Biology Fragrances. I do want to smell their most like popular scent, which is Joy, which is jasmine, tuberose, bergamot, and sandalwood, which sounds just like nice and like calming. Just a nice like at home, like I can wear that to like relax or just like, you know, take to bed with me. I feel like that's a nice like calming scent. And they have a ton of other ones again. Like all these are just like my personal picks and my opinions of what I'd like to smell, my to sniff list, like I said. Of course, all these brands have multiple other products or like different scents that you can pick from, which of course I'm just gonna leave in the description, but these are my picks. So there's also Regime de Fleurs, a ton of scents in their discovery set. So they have, it smells like fruity, clean, just like there's some gourmand, a little bit here and there, but lots of like floral as well. So what you would expect from a brand called Regime de Fleurs. So floral, fruity, but a great variety nonetheless. So that's what I would pick. I would just pick the Discovery set since I want to see. There's also Soma Ayurvedic, which they have fragrances and they also have a jasmine body oil, which I actually really love the smell of jasmine as well. I've not smelled the jasmine I don't like because most of it is just like clean and like fresh smelling. And it's nice because it reminds me of like outside my grandma's house too, there is like a little jasmine plant that blooms every year, which is super nice. And I love to like put my nose in it and like sniff it. But so they have a jasmine body oil and they have something called Bombay Fleurs. So Bombay Fleurs has scent notes of florals enriched in earthy sage and cedar. It has mandarin, dark floral, and with spice, which I might like. I'm not really usually a spicy type of scent person, but you know, I think a lot of different scents start to grow on me once you really like adjust your nose to, I don't know, sniffing a lot of different types of perfumes. There's also Shalini, which their brand looks gorgeous, but I do not have the funds for that, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe for like a really tiny bottle, but they're mostly one scent and it's a very like floral heavy scent too. So you can see where I'm leaning towards for summer. It's like floral, fresh, like fruity, just like nice and like clean. Because I do think that winter is more for like the gourmands, but you know, anybody can wear anything anytime they want. Just my preferences tend to change during the seasons. And then there's also the brand called Tanais, and I wanted to sniff Lover's Rock, which is a warm, sultry, addictive, a bodied gourmand loaded with tonka bean, bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, and spiced tobacco. Tender, edible, romantic. And I'm like, okay, I love the way that people tend to describe fragrance too. It's just such an audible and like you can really just get an adventure through the senses. That type of thing's so interesting to me. There's also Elorea, which I've seen on Instagram and from the same article. So the two that I want to smell were Hazy Blue and Gentle Shower. Hazy Blue I think is one of their really popular fragrances. Hazy Blue has the scent notes of crisp bergamot, cool ozone accord, and softens with delicate white florals, sandalwood, and amber, add a touch of warmth for a smooth, dreamy finish. Just so lovely to hear. Like, I know that's such an odd thing, but it's so interesting how people describe these and so like appealing, you know? So the notes for Gentle Shower is herbaceous perilla leaves, crisp ginger, a base of oak moss and vetiver, and roses in the heart note. And I'm like, that's so interesting. My aunt grows perilla in the backyard, so I've eaten it, I've smelled it, I've had like perilla tea, and it's a really like fresh and nice and herby scent. I'm just so curious how this would smell because I do really enjoy like the smell and taste of perilla as well. So that's interesting. Also, Elorea I believe has a flagship store in New York, so I'm like I'm gonna go and like smell these things. Maybe on a fragrance adventure I'll bring you guys. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna leave a couple links in the description below to just, you know, point you guys towards all the resources I used and found while I was looking for this video. I also want to mention Hinaku Hawaii is also a brand that's native Hawaiian owned. So I believe by the model Jera, I forgot her last name. She's gorgeous though. But anyways, she has a few fragrances too that I would like to smell personally. But I guess according to their website from the LA fires, they've been sold out. I'd love to do just like the Discovery set as well, but I think they're out of stock right now. So their Discovery set has Alii, I believe. I hope I'm not pronouncing anything wrong, guys. I'm trying. So that one has bergamot, bitter orange, benzoin, cypress, guaiac wood. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Patchouli, sandalwood. Lico has grapefruit, bergamot, coconut, sea salt, and musk, which that sounds up my alley. Pua has yuzu, jasmine sandbach, Liz Ylang, white flowers, lush leaves, and musk. So I loved your Discovery set. That sounds lovely. just like nice, floral, fresh. The vibes, you know, for summertime, at least for me. And I'm gonna re-mention Organics Hawaii Guavalicious, #1. Smells so good. And Pikake Rain, because I love both of those. I'm gonna leave everything, all the links, like I said, for everything I've been mentioning, and also all the brands' websites in the description below. Shorter video today, guys, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I hope to come back with something more like also fun and like awesome to show you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and it's been Twinkly Beauty, and goodbye. Just a side note, if you try to get on my if you try to fight me for saying lychee instead of lychee, I don't care. But anyways, oh dear God. Okay.